What's up everyone, Ninth Jim here, back with another VGC 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield competitive video, and today we're talking about Unfezant, the unpleasant Route 1 bird type Pokemon. This is, in my opinion, the worst Route 1 type Pokemon, just looks wise as far as its aesthetic go. Also, like, Noctowl is pretty low on the totem pole too. However, both these Pokemon are not too bad. You can play them. They're very low tier and underrated. However, you can still use them to pretty fine success. So what this Pokemon does is essentially it uses its ability Super Luck to raise its critical hit ratio by 1 level, and then you can use Scope Lens as well to raise it another level, and then you have a 50% crit hit ratio, which is really cool. We see this really powerful on Pokemon like Togekiss, and yeah, Togekiss is better for that. However, if you already have a bunch of Fairy on your team or something like that, you can use this Pokemon for that same kind of thing. Max Airstream, Max Steel Spike, a very strong Dynamax Pokemon that can be very good and hit crits everywhere, all over the place. Really cool stuff. Anyway, so normal and flying type Pokemon is not bad. It's not a bad typing. It gives us 2 immunities of ground and ghost, 2 resistances of grass and bug, and then 3 weaknesses of electric, ice, and rock. All of them are very prevalent. You can use this Pokemon pretty well. It's not insanely bulky, so the resistances here won't be too big. A lot of attacks are just going to be two-shotting us anyway, you know, like neutral attacks and resisted attacks or neutral and weakness, and yeah, not super bulky. We'll go ahead and talk about its stats. So as far as its HP goes, it's at 80. Its defense is also at 80 and special defense at 55. Not insanely frail, you know, 80 and 80 is not bad, but special defense at 55 is pretty low. You can run Assault Vest if you want, but I really like Scope Lens, and also I think moves like Roost and Hypnosis and Defog are very good moves that you can be using, so you don't want to use Assault Vest always anyway. Also, it's nice to have Max Guard on the when you Dynamax. So as far as our attack stats go though, we have 115 attack as well as 93 speed, which is really cool, and then 65 special attack, which doesn't really matter. But 115 attack and 93 speed is both pretty solid. Puts us on a solid speed tier as well as pretty solid damage output, which is really cool, especially when we Dynamax. Anyway, we'll go ahead and jump into the actual build itself here. So as far as our ability and item go, we're just going Super Luck and Scope Lens. Just doing that 50% crit hit ratio is really good, and then also hitting that while we're Dynamax makes our Dynamax moves insane. Togecrit is one of the most annoying things in the entire game currently, and Unfezant can do the same thing with moves like that Max Strike, Max Airstream, and Max Steel Spike, giving us a lot of really good max moves and secondary effects as well as critical hits. So, as far as our moves go, we have Brave Bird, Giga Impact, Steel Wing, and Tailwind. So, the first 2 are stab moves, Brave Bird and Giga Impact, that just give us the most amount of damage. This is a Pokemon you're going to be wanting to Dynamax just about every time you bring it in, just because of Giga Impact being kind of bad, because it takes 2 turns. And then Brave Bird, you know, taking a lot of recoil. My throat is messed up. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff here. So that's pretty good. And then we also have Tailwind, which is really good. Tailwind giving us that double speed for the next 4 turns. Being on this Pokemon is pretty good, especially since it's pretty fast right off the bat, which is pretty cool. So you get to go ahead and activate Tailwind pretty quickly, and then your Pokemon are just insanely fast and very good. Next we have our stats, or actually we'll talk about our flex moves first. So we have U-Turn, Night Slash, and Hypnosis. All 3 are very good. Hypnosis is just giving us another non-damaging attack that's pretty good support attack. We have U-Turn and Night Slash for coverage, and U-Turn also pivots, which is pretty cool. Better in singles and doubles, but we still have single spotlight at the end, so you know how it be. Next we have, as far as our stats go, 4, 252, and 252. 252 into attack and speed, just being very fast and damaging. That's really all we're going into, not leaning into any defensive stats because pretty frail Pokemon, like I said, so really leaning into those stats that are very high damaging. So that's about it for this slide. We have our competitive, or rather, what's the word? Our synergetic Pokemon. That's the word. So as far as our synergetic Pokemon go, we do have Tyranitar and Excadrill. Both are very solid. Provide us pretty good type coverage, being able to out those Pokemon like Ice and Electric type Pokemon, and just being very good in general, and even Rock actually. Both of them do have super effective coverage against both those Pokemon, so it's pretty good. It also likes to be fast, and this Pokemon has Tailwind and Max Airstream / Max Strike, giving a lot of good speed control, making these Pokemon go first the whole way through, which is really cool. Next, we'll go ahead and talk about some speed tiers. So as far as speed tiers go, we are at 159 Unfezant, right there, almost at the top. Only things outspeeding us that aren't like known to outspeed everything is Togedemaru. That's actually supposed to be Mimikyu. But yeah, Togedemaru also does. And then we also have Charizard and Durant. All three of these Pokemon are going to be outspeeding us every time, just because they're always going to be max in speed investment. Which is unfortunate, but after a Max Strike or a Max Airstream, we're looking pretty good to outspeed all those Pokemon, except Charizard if it maxes and Max Airstreams, you know. But yeah, pretty solid. And then obviously other things that outspeed us are like Dragapult, you know, Scarf Pokemon, Chlorophyll Pokemon, Swift Swim Pokemon. All these Pokemon that we know are going to outspeed us are going to be outspeeding us. Things that we actually outspeed is Excadrill, Form Change Rotom, not Scarf, Duraludon, not Scarf, Gyarados, Braviary, Chandelure, Togekiss, a lot of really powerful Pokemon we outspeed, which is really solid. Things like Excadrill that we kind of need to outspeed, although we're not really going to be fighting it anyway, we're just going to be retreating, but still good to know that we outspeed them. That's about it for our speed tiers. We'll go ahead and talk about some damage calcs. So as far as damage calcs go, our first one here is Dynamax Max Steel Spike into a very defensive Togekiss. Now we hit 52 to 62% into this 236 HP, 196 plus defense Togekiss, hitting a lot of damage, which is really good. Guaranteed 2-hit KO. Ignore the guaranteed 3-hit KO because nobody uses Citrus Berry on Togekiss, but still doing a lot of damage out onto it, which is very good. And if it's not invested into defense and it is actually Dynamaxing offensive, then we're still looking to do a lot of damage, which is really good. Next, we have our Airstream into a Conkeldurr, hitting 108 to 128% guaranteed OHKO, providing that is very solid. Also getting that Max Airstream buff of speed is really good, so really good matchup against Conkeldurr. Next, we have Max Lightning from an uninvested Rotom Wash into our Unfezant Dynamaxed. We do manage to live that, 79 to 94%. This is really good for us. Next, we have Max Airstream into a Venusaur, hitting 162 to 193%. Guaranteed OHKO is very solid into the Venusaur. Next, we have Dynamaxed Max Rockfall into an Unfezant from a Dynamaxed Excadrill, hitting only 64 to 76%, guaranteeing us 1 life. Even with Life Orb, a lot of the time we'll be able to live, which is really good. Next, we have Rhyperior here, Max Rockfall into our Unfezant, only hitting 98 to 117, not only, because that is enough to kill us, which is really unfortunate. Excadrill should do more damage. Interesting. So that's going to be about it for our damage calcs here. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our single spotlight real quick before the video is over. So as far as single spotlight goes, Unfezant is a fairly good option in here, actually, being able to have U-Turn, Roost, and Defog. We're running the Super Luck, of course, because it's its best ability that it offers. We're also running Heavy Duty Boots on this Pokemon so that we can bring it in and then Defog, get rid of any kind of, any kind of hazard. Stealth Rocks hurts this Pokemon a lot, so we like the Heavy Duty Boots. And then we also have U-Turn to be able to just pivot back out. Brave Bird as our best stab attack, physical attacking move, U-Turn, and then Roost. And Roost is very good for this Pokemon because if your opponent has to take a turn to reposition, then you get to heal off any damage that you have already taken, which is very good. So in general, this Pokemon is not bad in singles and also pretty cool in doubles. Super Luck Dynamax is really powerful, as we've seen with Togecrit so far in the game of VGC 2020. Anyway, that's going to be about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Unfezant is pretty cool in singles and doubles. It has some really cool stuff that it offers. However, a lot of people will choose to use Togekiss over it. It is more bulky. It is just better in general as far as usage stats go. And there's a lot more information out there about Togekiss. So, but if you don't want to go be part of the norm and use the most used Pokemon of VGC 2020, give Unfezant a try. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. It means a lot to me if you do. Comment down below if you want to see any guys in the future. And yeah, that's about it. If you want to join my Discord, we'll be able to talk about more of these battles. A lot of people have been talking about wanting to challenge me and playing battles in general. So we can set those up more on the Discord, and then maybe doing more content, some more battles for videos potentially too. So just a couple of things to think about. If you want to join the Discord community, it will be in the description below, so go ahead and do that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a great evening or night, whatever time zone it is. It's like 8 for me. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.